What is it to be the witness? Is it to observe without being involved? And if one is involved, is being the witness the one who is unaffected by any outcome? To be affected implies choice, and therefore duality, and this automatically means conflict. The individual is now truly the in-divide dual, and it is manifestly a dual of the mind. The battle over the dual mind is the dual that is continuously re-solved, because that is its cycle. How does one not become involved in this battle? That is the war of the snake, as the Latin volvo from involved states, with a meaning of travel in a circle, move sinuously like a snake, while the Latin involvo translates as cover, envelop, roll along, and the Spanish adds to the equation with volver, meaning return, come back. Gun manufacturers knew the correct term when they produced the revolver, but it is the in-divide dual that shoots themselves in the foot with each successive spin on the roulette wheel of life, a shot that goes right down to our soul, that ensures we leave our footprints of blood everywhere we turn, so that we are entrenched and entangled in the Byzantium mire of illusion. When we become involved in the dramas of this reality, we are spun in the cycle of duality conflict, and therefore become attached. And through this attachment, we can never be free of its endless circular trap. This reality cares not for what your mind becomes attached to, so long as you are tethered to something, because you are then caught in the web of emotion, a motion that revolves into itself, where there is no escape from the invisible prison gates. That's why the court system wants everyone to file a motion, because you are thenceforth caught in the hex of this game, where the only way to become free is to go beyond good and evil. That's what transcendence is, being the witness in the gallery, which is where the gods sit. They are unaffected by the duality of desire, because to desire oneself is to hand over the crown and kingdom of your mind. Transcendence. What a phenomenal word with so much to say. And the technologists are tainting it with their desire to merge with machines and make humanity even more dense. Everything is an inversion with these controllers. Transcendence is from the Latin trans, meaning beyond, across, through. The phonetics of the word help us with the rest. Transcendence, with sen being the Czech and Polish term for sleep, dream, DOS. Yes, like MS-DOS, which is why computers sleep and crash. While the phonetic word dense, by definition, means permitting little if any light to pass through because of compression of matter. That's exactly where we are, in a compressed state of matter that is dense and heavy, due to the ionic duality we are in, where we carry the genes of Isis. Eon is Latin for Isis, and the low vibration illusionary hex of this plan ET is the divine comedy, as shown by the Latin illusio and illusionis, meaning mockery, jest, irony. The witness uses their own wit to see through the joke and walks the edge of the ness, which is the strip of land that projects itself into the ocean. The witness does this and laughs back at the illusion and declares, "I am finished with this game and its tricks and its deceit. I carry my own light, and I have unveiled Isis, as I am a witness of the mid-dull path, whereby the trickery and sorcery of misconceived delights requires a dual mind that is in perpetual conflict with itself. Senses are what this dream state world tells me to believe in. The angel and devil that are on my shoulders, as the Turkish word ses indicates, with a meaning of sound, audio, vocal. I see through the facade, and now it is I who mock the pains that the wizards have taken to perpetrate this entire scheme, because to control a duality, one must themselves also be a part of it. And the paradoxical lesson for the deceivers is that the controller is the controlled. The guards must simply go on denying that they are also in prison themselves. The game can only continue when one feels that there is something to gain, but there is no gain without loss. And to be involved in the win-lose match is to automatically relinquish one's freedom simply for a chance to be somebody or to make an impression, which is all false. Who am I? I am no body, because a body is the four-mat ion formation of duality, whereby in this paradox one can only gain life by losing it. Truth can never die, and since the body can die, it is not the truth. Likewise, a lie can never gain life, and since I am living, I must be the truth, and the truth is of me and within me. Therefore, I am is neither gain of life nor loss of death, but something else entirely. The will of my being and becoming sends this statement, in voice and out voice, to the cosmos, that I am the lawful owner of my mind, consciousness, prociousness, subconsciousness, superconsciousness, multi-dimensional forms and informs of the mind, and the seat of mine own kingdom. I do not relinquish nor relinquish my awareness to anyone or anything else. This is mine own will, and my will be done. I am not silent on this matter, and this means that there is not a yes confirmation that is lent from being silent to anyone or anything outside of mine own kingdom. What good is a will to leave the belongings and remnants of the body and worldly possessions taken care of, and to entirely forget the soul, spirit, and mind? Let it be known that the only form of control that can exist and insist is self-control. As it has been said before, what good in death is it to gain the world and lose one's soul? That's what it means to be intestate, from the Hungarian int, meaning exhort, to motion, and the English suffix of estate, meaning everything that one owns. When one does not announce their will of intention, they are motioning everything that is owned to anyone or anything that is willing to freely take it. The world of humanity are setting up their will for the things of the world and thinking nothing of the soul and beyond. What is worse is that many believe that this is taken care of when they sign their spirit away through the false conviction and faith in a religious savior. When I say transcendence, I mean that one has gone beyond, across, and through the dream state of dense matter, exactly like the hidden meaning of the word states. The duality dance ends because one has taken themselves out of the trance, hence trance and dance. A trance is a state of mind that is induced by a magical incantation where consciousness is fragile, and our God awareness is essentially put on standby mode. One can only snap out of the trance and get out of standby or sleep mode when the duality has been bridged. At this point, one is able to see the flow of everything moving in opposite directions. This is the parting of the Red Sea of Moses, the narrow gate of Jesus, the middle way of Buddha, or the choicelessness of Krishnamurti. This is where clarity is found, and the only doorway to freedom, where one is able to go beyond by crossing the bridge that is only available to the witness.
So, that's the first thing to understand, that there is no one to guide you, no one to tell you that you are progressing, no one to tell you that or encourage you. You have to stand completely alone in meditation. You understand what it means? And you can, and this light can only come to yourself when you understand or investigate into yourself what you are. That is self-awareness, to know what you are, not according to psychologists, not according to some philosophers, not according to the speaker, but to know, to be aware of your own nature, of your own structure, of your own thinking, feeling. Find out the whole structure of it. Therefore, self-knowing becomes extraordinarily important. Not the description given by another, but the actually what is, what you are, not what you think you are, or what you think you should be, but what actually is going on. You know how difficult that is? Have you ever tried it?